the sky.
You're watching Today I Grew Up.
To infinity and beyond!
Hey howdy, hey partners, excited to be back again. I wanted to talk about the Toy Story collection waves a little bit more in depth because not everybody knows about what waves were released for what toy. So I'm going to break it down from Cloud Pattern that we got in 2009 to White Logo that we got in 2010 to Yellow Signature Collection logo, which it then stayed for future waves. We're going to start with showing off Cloud Pattern Woody. He was made in 2009 with real denim jeans, and he was the highest quality Woody you can get at the time. I remember he was only $50 back then, which was a really great value. Later on, turned into White Logo in 2010. In the beginning, there may be some early waves that still had real denim, but later quickly turned into a darker, printed on fake jean. And then in Yellow Logo Signature Collection, it definitely turned to darker fake jeans, and he shrunk in size. We know movie record size Woody is 15.5 inches without a hat and 16 inches with a hat, but the Signature Collection back in 2011, I remember, shrank to an inch shorter with 14.5 inches and only 15 inches with hat, which is a whole inch short. Then I heard that in 2019, when they brought back Signature Collection Woody again, they changed the price to $89.99, and I heard they corrected his height back to the movie scale Woody, but they still had fake printed on jeans, which was very disappointing, but I consider that a very interesting fact about Woody. Moving on to Buzz. He was debuted in 2009 in Cloud Pattern. His wings seemed to be straighter and he had a more pale-like face. In 2010 for White Logo, we noticed that the wings were a little bit not as straight and his face got a little more peachy and some features a little darker. And then he also debuted in Signature Collection with the Yellow Logo, and we noticed that his jetpack proportions actually looked better and they went a little taller, and his wings were still droopy and his face was a lot more peachy. To me, it's not my favorite Buzz, but he definitely was brought back in 2019 to promote Toy Story 4, so at least he was re-released again later on in the future, so fans could pick him up again, which makes him the more common Buzz to have his Signature Collection because he was brought back twice like Woody. Moving on to Rex. He was debuted also as Wave 1 2009 Cloud Pattern. His mouth, you notice, looks more closed. That changed later on. In White Logo, it kind of looked the same, but definitely by Signature Collection Rex, which was very short-lived, his mouth is a lot more open. After 2011, they never brought Rex back. When Toy Story 4 came around in 2019, we didn't see Rex return to the market. So he's a lot more rarer in Signature Collection because it was only produced 1 year, and that year, and we never saw him again. Collection RC. He was debuted as part of the Wave 1 in 2009 Cloud Pattern. Only difference I know between that and later waves is that the remote control has some missing words on the remote, but I'm not too sure to confirm this. He did debut in 2010 White Logo and in 2011 for Signature Collection Logo. Sadly, he did not make a return for Toy Story 4 movie promotion, and he was left in the dust. They never produced him again like Rex after Signature Collection in 2011. Next, we have the Toy Story Collection Aliens. They were released in Cloud Pattern Wave 1 2009. Their bodies seemed a lot more stiff and hard, and I could not modify them to do a squeaker because they were just really, really tough plastic. They did debut in White Logo, which I don't really know the main differences. I know the colors are a little brighter. And then it debuted also in 2011 in Signature Collection, and they're a lot squishier, I remember, so we can mod them with the squeaker. They also made a return in 2019 for Toy Story 4 movie promotion, so they were brought back to the market again. They're one of the most common ones as well, because they were brought back with Woody and Buzz. And then we have the Bucket of Soldiers, debuted as part of Wave 1 2009 Cloud Pattern. Now the only differences I know between that and the White Logo is the color of the logo. Other than that, the soldiers seem exactly the same from me inspecting them. But I do know by Signature Collection, the green got a little brighter and the materials felt cheaper in hand. So that is a bummer. But they also brought it back in 2019 for Toy Story 4 movie promotion. So the most common Signature Collection toys you can find is going to be Woody, Buzz, Aliens, and Soldiers, because those were returned in 2019 for Toy Story 4. But the ones that are more rare and hard to find for signature especially is RC and Rex, because they were not made and brought back later on in the market. They were left behind back after 2011. Moving on to Wave 2. We did notice that Thinkway Toys debuted their Mr. Potato Head commercial with a logo of cloud pattern on the Mr. Potato Head box, but we never saw it in the toy market. It never came as cloud pattern. They ended up holding off on the release of Mr. Potato Head and bringing him in for Wave 2 for 2010 white logo. That's when we saw Mr. Potato Head come to the toy aisle for the first time. Now, he was short-lived. He never made it to Signature Collection. Something happened and Thinkway Toys pulled the plug on him, either through poor sales or whatever happened back then. They just did not make him again. So he is a really rare toy because he was only made in one wave. He never made it to Signature Collection, and they never made him after 2010. So that is very, very hard to find, and probably one of the most expensive collection toys to find in the wild, because he does not exist anymore. Next, Toy Story Collection Jessie. She was debuted for the first time in 2010 for the white logo Wave 2. She also made it to Signature Collection. The only differences that I noticed with Jessie is that she had real denim jeans in the white logo edition, and then it turned into fake printed on jeans for the Signature Collection version. Jessie was brought back in 2019 for Toy Story 4 movie promotion, so she's one of the more common toys as she was brought back many times. Bullseye as well. He's one of the more common toys, and he first debuted also in 2010 white logo. He's got better body proportions and I feel better movie accurate details. And then in Signature Collection, some did not look as good in my opinion. But Bullseye was brought back in 2019, so fans could pick him up, and he was produced again. We got Lotso also in 2010 for the first time, and he debuted with the white logo. He doesn't have a lot of differences between that and Signature from what I've seen, just the boxes seem different. Lotso, though, was left behind in 2011. After that, they did not bring him back for Toy Story 4 movie promotion. Lotso was left behind and out of production. The other rare toy that we have is Utility Belt Buzz. He was first debuted in 2010 white logo, and people may not know this, they actually made him to Signature Collection, but he was cut short also. They stopped making him sometime after Signature Collection debut, and he was never brought back for Toy Story 4 movie promotion. So the toys that are most common from Wave 2 would be Jessie and Bullseye. The most rare, Mr. Potato Head, Utility Belt Buzz, and then Lotso, because those were out of print. Thinkway Toys released a surprise Wave 3. After we saw Signature Collection hit in the US, I noticed that overseas in the UK, they were still finishing up some white logo. I'm not sure if they were market testing or what, but I remember seeing Toy Story Collection, Dolly, Buttercup, and Prickle Pants hit the UK, and it was exclusive there in that country. I could not buy them in the USA. And I noticed they were debuted there as a white logo, and that was their first debut there. And I was waiting for them to hit the US toy markets. One day I noticed in my local Toys R Us that Mr. Prickle Pants made it to America, but he debuted as white logo and then quickly changed to Signature Collection logo. I have heard some rumors that some fans were able to buy Toy Story Collection Buttercup and Dolly in the US, but I never found those claims to be true. I haven't seen any pictures of that evidence, but maybe I'm wrong. Let me know in the comment section below if you ever did buy Dolly or Buttercup in America. All I know is that I've never found a Signature Collection box of Dolly or Buttercup, only Prickle Pants. And it's my understanding that originally Toy Story Collection Dolly and Buttercup were going to come in Signature Collection as well to America, but they never made them. So they're one of the most rare toys ever made. This whole wave was never produced again, and they never brought it back for Toy Story 4 movie promotion. And Dolly seems to be the most rare, followed by Buttercup, and then Prickle Pants is the most common, as he was found in America for a long time after 2011. I remember seeing the Signature Collection boxes for him in many stores for years to come before they disappeared. And finally, we have the last wave Thinkway Toys ever produced. In 2019 for Toy Story 4, we got Ducky and Bunny, Bo Peep, inspired from Toy Story 1 outfit, and Duke Kaboom. They were only released in Signature Collection in 2019 and never made again, as far as we know, in 2022. So that was an interesting look to see at what toys Thinkway Toys has made from the beginning to now, and why you see differences in the logos. The only toys that were brought back for Toy Story 4 movie promotion was Woody, Buzz, Aliens, and Soldiers. Another ones that were left behind were Rex and RC, never produced again. Mr. Potato Head, they never brought back after 2010. And we never saw Utility Belt Buzz or Lotso. But we did see Jessie and Bullseye return in 2019 for Toy Story 4 movie promotion. We never saw Dolly, Buttercup, or Mr. Pricklepants come back at all, and they disappeared in very elusive wave. And that wraps up the conclusion of what I think about the Toy Story collection waves and all the different complex releases that have happened over time as a longtime collector and fan of these toys. I've been collecting for 13 years, and I plan to collect for a lot more. As always, partners, thank you so much for watching, liking, and commenting on these videos. It really helps support what I do here on YouTube. If you want to continue to help me and support me on this journey, all you have to do is hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you're alerted for future videos on this channel, and I'll see you, partners, on the next video review.
You want the real Buzz Lightyear? You're an action figure.
You are a sad, strange little man. You are a sad, strange little man. That might be.
You are a child's plaything.
Hey, Ham, look, I'm Picasso.
I don't get it.